Noon. Today is June 9 and it's 4 p.m. Please call the roll.
Chairperson Wani Garza.
Here.
Vice Chair Ted Masiacos. Alderman Jonathan Nunes.
Here.
Alderwoman Ashwata Bade.
Here.
Alderman at Large Keith Larson.
Here.
4 present.
Okay, the first item is approval of the minutes for Monday, May 12, sorry, 25-0420. So who wasn't here?
But
You aren't here? In May?
we are all
No?
new
Yes.
on this committee.
So what can I do now? It's me and Ted is not here.
As long as you read the minutes, you can vote on the minutes.
All right. So we approve the minutes?
Yeah,
Okay.
Motion.
Motion?
motion to approve.
All right. Motion by Alderman Suera Bate,
Second.
second Alderman Jonathan Nunez. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Motion pass. Public comments?
No one has signed up.
Okay. The first item in the agenda today is 25-0364, a resolution to approve the awarding the Fire Station 3 renovation bid to T. Fisher Construction LLC of Ingleside, Illinois. Ingleside.
Good afternoon, Alderman. I am Assistant Fire Chief Mike Kaufman. This is a project that was initially approved as part of the capital improvement plan for 2023. Station 3 was constructed in 1972, and the layout has remained the same since the original construction of that station. It is the only remaining fire station within the city of Aurora that does not have private gender-neutral sleeping and bathroom areas for all firefighters. The station renovation includes a few features. Number one is the renovation of the entire upstairs bathroom, locker room, sleeping quarters to provide private sleeping areas to all firefighters, and separate men's and women's locker room and shower facilities. Number two is window glazing of the Indian Trail Road facing windows. In the first story watch office, as well as the second story battalion chief bedroom and the new men's locker room on that north side as well. This is to provide privacy to those areas and some thermal protection to those areas as well. The third aspect is to replace the original, which is deteriorating laminate countertop, which is in the watch office downstairs. The existing HVAC units are scheduled for replacement in the station due to age and ease of access. While the ceiling is opened up, allows us to have better access to the ductwork. It makes that readily accessible and makes sense to do that now. Raising the existing ceiling height in the men's and women's restroom will provide more space in that area and better allow moisture to dissipate, lowering the risk of mold and mildew within the station. Installing LVT, which is luxury vanity tile for those who don't know that term, and removing the carpet on the north stairway in the fire station and on those tread areas is going to enhance safety, hygiene, and durability of the flooring, which allows us to basically clean and sanitize it better rather than tracking everything into this carpeted old carpet that we have in there. The last portion is providing a tile plumbing wall in the men's restroom, which is going to allow the bathroom to be easily cleaned and disinfected at those times. This project was put out to bid through the purchasing process through the OpenGov platform, and T. Fisher Construction of Ingleside, Illinois emerged as the lowest, most responsible bidder for the project. The entire project bid is $570,000, $570,500. The fire department is requesting the approval to use the $570,500 plus a 5% contingency of $28,525 to complete the project if necessary. The funds for this project already exist within the fire department capital fund, which has $550,000 in it, with any additional funding coming from the fire department general fund for repairs and maintenance of building and grounds. So I want to make it clear that we're not asking for any more city funds. This is already budgeted money that would come out of the fire department budget if we go over what is expected to be paid for this project. I do have a few pictures on here. I believe I also attached them to the Legistar. This is the fire station sleeping quarters as it is. It's a big open bunk room. It's it needs updating. Let me see if I can get this to go forward. I can't advance it for some reason. Oh, there we go. This is just a look into the bathroom area. So that is 2 separate pictures. You're looking into the same area. Those bathroom stalls sit right across from that old shower area. The old shower area contains those 2 showers, one of which only one, the hot water works. If we can go on to the next picture, thank you so much. This is the locker room area. It doesn't have a door on it, so for us to put a female in this facility, she would have to collect her belongings out of this locker, go down the hallway, go into that area where the bathroom is, close the door, change, which now restricts anybody else from using the bathroom, and then come back out. It's just not built, it wasn't built for a world with female and male firefighters, which is where we're at currently. So we're trying to fix that. If we could advance the slide again, please. This is the downstairs office, just showing you the old laminate countertop. I believe that's original to the station, 1972, so it's held up pretty well. It's just deteriorating, needs some replacement. And then the glazing is also scheduled to go on these windows here, which that window faces Indian Trail. So that's where the battalion chief and the officers sit and do their work. So we're just looking for a little bit of privacy and thermal protection within this space during the summer months. That is all I have for this presentation.
Questions, comments? Motion approved by Alderwoman Sweatterweight.
Second.
Second, Alderman Jonathan Nunez. All in favor, say aye.
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 Okay, motion passes 4-0. Okay, thank you. The next item is 25-0451, a resolution to execute 1-year contract with Allied Door, Inc. for garage doors preventive maintenance and repairs with the option to 2 additional years.
All right, again, Assistant Fire Chief Mike Kaufman. What we're attempting to do here with the garage door maintenance plan is we're requesting approval to enter an annual maintenance contract with Allied Garage Door for $91.20 annually with options to extend it into 26 and 27. The fire department, one of our biggest costs to maintain these stations is the doors in the facilities. We do currently have 33 overhead doors within our facilities. Unfortunately, it is a big expense to maintain them. They go up and down quite a bit as we're running calls and going out on inspections and the daily basis of what we do as firefighters. Last year, for example, we spent $38,000 in garage door maintenance. One of the main reasons these costs are so high is because of the fact that a lot of these problems occur on weekends, holidays, and after hours. Unfortunately, when you have a contractor come in for those times, the hourly rate goes way up. So what we're looking to do is bring them in. This is a quarterly maintenance plan. They come out to every fire station quarterly, maintain the rollers, the springs, let us know what's coming up on replacement, what needs replacement. We're attempting to avoid those emergency repairs by putting this contract in place. I think it's also important to point out within this contract, it did also go through the purchasing procedure through OpenGov, and BDK actually came out a little bit lower for the annual maintenance cost than Allied did. But when you look at the numbers, which I don't know if you guys have it pulled up or not, when you go to the hourly rate of what it costs them per hour to finish jobs versus the hourly rate of Allied, it's a much bigger difference, to which we'll definitely save money if we go with Allied. So what we're looking to do is basically save money on the garage doors by putting this this maintenance plan in play. I believe that is all I have for that. Yeah.
So in the contract we have in the past, so we don't have maintenance?
We don't have an annual maintenance plan for garage doors. No, we basically are responsive to problems, and that's been it. So I get a call from a captain or a battalion chief. We have this problem at the station. I'll typically call my garage door contractor to come out, take a look, and it just depends on what time of day it is. If it's a weekday, it's just the normal going rate. But if it's a holiday or a weekend, which you know how it works, sometimes that happens. Unfortunately, we're tied to getting these doors up and running as quickly as we can so that we can get the vehicles out on calls. So, yeah, we're looking to try to save some money here by putting this plan in play.
So Allied is the best bid? The
So
bid with
let
this?
let me try to run this by you one more time. Allied is, for the annual maintenance plan, Allied is a little bit more expensive than BDK. But when you look at the hourly rate that they charge when they come out, I'll give you an example right here. Allied's hourly rate on Monday to Friday at normal times, they charge $139 an hour to fix our problems. BDK charges $205. Now, if we look at the emergency hourly rate, Allied's $178 an hour. BDK is $307.50 an hour. So as you can see, I mean, we're going to have problems. They're going to have to come out and do work, but we're going to overcome the initial cost difference of approximately $600 annually for the annual plan if we stick with Allied.
Okay. Questions, comments? Yes?
So, they're very close, not
The
like
bids,
yeah.
the bid pricing?
Yeah.
Yes, agreed.
So, selected vendor totals, BDK 9,400, Allied Door 9,615. On page 1,
Correct. 9120 versus 8580. Is that what you're looking at?
no, the first small table. Selected vendor totals, BDK Door 9,400.
Yeah, so that's kind of that's a bit of a misleading number.
Yeah.
Only because what they've done there in this particular format is they have added the annual cost to an hourly cost that is shown on the next page, page 2. So what I'm looking at that I think is a more valid measurement
Emergency repairs.
would be the annual cost of $91.20 versus the annual cost of $85.80.
Okay.
Then we get our annual difference there, and then if you go down and just start looking at the hourly rates, that's where it's hands down.
Yeah.
It's not.
I
but not-
understood the whole thing, but I just was confused why we have that table.
Yeah,
I think it's,
I'm not sure. I'm gonna go ahead and blame that on OpenGov in some fashion,
Yeah.
but I don't know why that's there.
okay, that's why I got confused. So if it's so close, we should go for the one that has the best quality work instead of just.
Agreed, agreed.
Yeah.
And we've checked backgrounds on Allied, and they come back flawlessly. So.
And we've
pretty-
used them before.
Yeah, City of Naperville uses them as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so we like what we have.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Motion to approve.
Okay.
Second.
Motion approved by Alderwoman Bate, second Alderman Nunez. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed 4-0. Thank you. Okay. Next item is 25-0460, a resolution authorizing the purchase of 8 replacement mobile column lift from Mohawk Lift LLC for $119,032.10.
Good afternoon, Chris Linville, Superintendent of Fleet Operations. We're looking to get authorization to purchase 8 replacement mobile column lifts for our shop. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Questions, comments?
Just one quick question.
Yes?
The total weight of everything is 18,000 pounds?
No, it's 18,000 pounds per
Per?
column, yep.
That's very heavy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll lift heavy stuff.
So the total is $119,000, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
$32, okay.
Okay. Motion to approve.
Motion approved. Motion Alderwoman Bate,
Second.
second Alderman Nunez. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed 4-0. Thank you. Next item is 25-0461, a resolution authorizing the purchase to Hunter alignment machine from Mohawk Lift LLC for $67,588.25.
Chris Linville, Superintendent of Fleet Operations again. We're looking to purchase this Hunter alignment machine so that we can do all of our alignments in-house.
Question?
Questions, Mark?
I have a
Yes,
question.
yes.
What's the current process look like for alignments?
So we send all of our light duty, medium duty light alignments to either Meineke or another vendor. And then our heavy duty we send to Aurora Truck Center or possibly Kaufman Truck Center.
Mm. And what's the average charge for like a heavy-duty vehicle on alignment?
About $140, something
Okay.
around there. Yeah. So I pulled up some records. So we did about 400 alignments since 2020 at a total cost of about $53,000.
Mhm.
Not to mention the transportation loss of labor. So it's a big savings. Plus we're doing it in-house.
And there's room in the new facility, there's a reserve bay already for the equipment? Cool. No other questions, thank you.
Okay.
Motion to approve.
Is motion already for Alderwoman Bate?
Second?
Second, Alderman Nunez. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed 4-0.
Thank you.
Next item is 25-0479, a resolution authorizing the mayor and the city clerk to execute an intergovernmental agreement with the Fox Metro Water Reclamation District for general services and cooperation of various projects.
Hello, Ian Wade from the Engineering Division. So this is basically another contract that we'd held similarly, a joint agreement, I should say, not a contract, with Fox Metro Reclamation District. As you may know, the city's sewer collection lines kind of work hand in hand with Fox Metro's interceptors and treatment facilities. So it works out well for us to share our resources to help accomplish mutually beneficial tasks. And things like what I mentioned in my memo here, where we will be doing some resurfacing at their primary treatment plant for them this year, not only allows them to get good pricing and take advantage of our bidding policies, there we go, but also it's also beneficial to the city in that by adding roughly 90,000 additional square feet of resurfacing to our contract, we expect to see better unit prices from that as well. So we've done this over the years with different things like pavement patching. We've gotten in on contracts they've held for things like lining and televising. So basically it just allows us to share resources and kind of cover some of the legal workers' comp indemnification clauses and things like that. So with that, I'll take any questions.
Questions, comments?
Motion to approve.
Motion are ready for Alderwoman Bate.
Second.
Second, Alderman Larson. Okay. All in favor, say aye.
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 Okay, motion passed 4-0. Thank you. Okay. The next item is held already, is 25-0383, a resolution authorizing the city to enter in a highway authority agreement and associate environmental indemnity agreement supplement with LLC for property located on 1125 Aurora Avenue. We have somebody here with it. Yeah.
Hi, Shannon Cameron, Chief
Hello.
of Staff, Mayor's Office. This was the presentation that happened prior to the City Council where the lawyers came to give that full presentation. So they did it then because they happened to be in town. So happy to pass on any further questions that you might have based on that presentation. But that was the big presentation for that. And this item was held from that last time. And yeah.
Okay.
Can we
Questions,
get a
comments?
short overview?
Of that presentation. I'm not prepared for that, but I can make sure that I have that again and can remind everybody for the city council meeting.
Okay, and why was it held?
When was it held?
Why? Why was this item held?
I think it was held by the mayor's office to better understand and get the lawyers in to talk to and make sure you guys understood fully. So the mayor had it held. That was the only reason.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that correct, Chairwoman?
So you want to continue held in here, or we can
No,
go
I think it can
to-
go, as long as you guys are okay with it, it's fine to go forward.
See the presentation.
Yeah, but the presentation,
We
they,
can- yeah,
they
we
want to
can
do it
see it
on
in
the
the
committee of the whole, or
council-
where?
committee of the
Or the
whole.
city council?
It's up to you.
It'll
We
go
can
to
do, we
committee
can
of the
do
whole.
it, we can do it tomorrow. That's fine.
Is it, this is not coming tomorrow?
Okay, then we can do it at committee of the whole, that's
Right.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll do I can send out a brief to this committee, if that's helpful, a brief rundown of everything from that presentation. That's kind of a one-pager. Is that helpful?
That would
Okay,
be
yeah, no
helpful.
problem.
Yes.
I'll do that today.
Thank you.
Okay, so it's motion to move
Move.
to committee of the whole. Motion by Alderwoman Bate, make the motion.
Second.
Second, Alderman Larson. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion passed 4-0.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion adjourned. All right, it's 4:20 p.m. Thank you very much. And it's motion by Alderwoman Bate, second Nunez. All in favor, say aye.
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 Okay, motion adjourned at 4:21. Thank you, bye.